Hello, everybody. My name is Alanator. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go to the end. Yeah, we're gonna have to head to the end real fast. Hurry before everyone shows up. Yeah, I was doing other stuff. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh wait, are they done for the day? And so, yeah, we've got all this stuff to clean out. Oh wait, hold on. While I'm here, we're gonna take all this dirt, not the stone, the order of the stone. Badoop. How windy? A little bit. Not much. Maybe I'll take that as well. I'll take all of the dirt. No, not all of it. This is just what I'm taking. And then, yeah, we'll head over to the end, and I'll verify whether or not I left swords here. If there's any unenchanted swords I'm taking over there. In fact, I could probably take the enchanted ones. I can donate that one. I don't really want looting. I don't want fire aspect. Howdy, potato. This might be the latest. I'm pretty sure I've had a 17 o'clock stream as well. I'm pretty sure I've had one before. Anything important? Nope. Alright, so yeah. Let me prepare for a little end trip, and hopefully it goes by fast. Porch furniture got moved. Don't say 17 o'clock. TikTok, 17 o'clock. I could say it if I want. What do you want me to say? 1700? Alright, where's my zombie flesh go? Boop. Alright, let's think. So we have a grand total of 6 shulker boxes of dirt, plus all the dirt I currently still have on me. We're gonna take all this to the end because I don't know when I'm building that dirt fish, but I don't think it'll be today. I want to finish my warehouse. The warehouse is not yet done. Everything's good, right? It feels so empty. I feel like there used to be more slimes over here. 17 hours. 1700. It makes sense to me. The numbers are still equivalent. I can't guarantee how much more I'll say it in the future, but it's one of those. Hold on. It's one of those. It makes sense if you want to be consistent in one way, and so what I mean by that is, how do you shorten 2006? 2006. You say 2020. Why not 2006? It's not 26. That's not the same. Doop. So much nether travel. Don't worry, once we're on the boat, it'll be zippy. We go zoom. I feel like 2006 is what I said. Is that not what I said? I don't know what I said the first time. Unless you were agreeing with me and they were identical. I hope I have. It is what I said. Alright, cool. Yeah, I hope I have the chest space when I get there. We'll find out. One thing I'll need to do once the calendar, or once the day is over, I'll need to update the calendar. Don't worry, I added it to my notes. Howdy, Griffin. You say late night, but it's 1707 over here. But oops. You're only an hour and ahead? Is it that time of the year? I thought usually 3 or 2. Nom nom. I didn't hear that, but I had a big old bite out of a granola bar. Alright, where do I want to leave my dirt? Maybe I'll leave it up here. I'll build with this later. Alright, so back with the swords. I guess I'll clean up the stone one. Why do I still have coal on me? I don't know. Well, either way, remove the armor, and this will get us prepared to fix all our stuff. Oh well. Truth be told, I kind of forgot that I had all these things to repair until I started the day. I hopped in the world and was like, oh, that's right. There was short-term notice that I was going to get to start an hour earlier than what I was expecting. Because on Monday, they were here for another 45 minutes of what it currently was. So I was thinking, man, that's probably going to be the time I start again. Party potato. Ended up not being the case. And thankfully, all these Endermen are nice and quiet. I don't have to turn the sound down because the multi-MC doesn't play 1.13 sounds. Alright, that's not true. It plays 1.13 sounds. It doesn't play 1.13.1 sounds. And I don't know why. I had the same problem back in 1.11. I wonder how many more versions multi-MC is going to have audio issues for. There's only one way to find out. Keep playing. So quiet. I will say it's nice not hearing all the Endermen yell at me. UMP used to be in the afternoon. And then I think the reason why it was the afternoon was trying to not conflict with Method's schedule. And then I took the morning slot again because that was more convenient. Used to be 9 to 11, and then now it's 10 to noon, as that works out better. Oh, there goes the stone sword. Yeah, I've had multiple stream times that were used. There was also the short while I was trying to do 2 streams a day, see how that turned out. Too much effort. I don't need to zoom through the versions that quickly. Right, let me move that over. You know what? No, keep it there. Alright, who's next? All the XP, please. It's only too much effort if you have other stuff you hope to spend free time on. Because otherwise, there's not a lot you can do that requires extensive time. You could do things that go over a short while, but that's not the same. I'll also nom nom again. Finish off my granola bar since I didn't have enough time to prepare dinner, so therefore dinner's gonna be after the stream. And I almost wonder... one day. One day perhaps I'll make dedicated stream music. One day, but I'm currently making tunes for my Triangle game. Therefore, all my musical creativity is going there for the time being. Y'all like Nature Valley granola bars? Here's the one that had some of the peanut butter on the bottom. Good stuff. Takes me back many years ago. Not really, but a little bit. And you know what I would do? This would be a great time to throw up Julio on the screen. But I don't remember if I said. I'm so sad they took it off. It's no longer publicly available to play in browser. I don't know if there's a mobile version, but I'm so sad because I miss playing the game. I remember I was checking on it recently, seeing, I'll do this while I wait for something. Maybe video rendering, I don't know. And then it doesn't work anymore. And so I think to myself, oh no, how dare they? I had so much fun playing it. Years. Couple of years, I think. 21 or 22, I first picked it up. Nah, maybe only 23 or 24. Well, either way, I'm sad that it's gone. And, oh well. I would say all my progress on there, but, that's alright. In fact, while I'm here, let me just check real fast. See if it's still gone for good. Yeah, they're promoting the mobile game only. Sad times, sad times. So, if anyone wants to play Holio, check it out on the App Store and Google Play Store. Alright, and I think, here, we'll do the axe next. Alright, give me the goods. You know what I should do? I didn't think about it, but one of these days, I was thinking of having another endermite down here. That way, if I had another endermite, all the endermen that fall down here will all get grouped into one area. I'd probably have the endermite maybe here, somewhere at the edge, so that way all the endermen in this area, they'll all herd to one area. And then that way I just have to stand here and go huzzah, and all the endermen are all right there. That way I don't have to walk around. I also still plan on bringing one of the enderman spawners, and now would have been a good time to at least bring a spawner itself and a egg. One of the spawn eggs, but I was focused on all that dirt, because I'll need to build another dirt fish. Can't be close though. I don't know where I'll build it. Somewhere off in the distance. Hey buddy, a Jewy. Oops, I don't need that. Hey, yeah. Building this floor, I should say replacing it with hoppers, was such a wise decision. Because I remember how annoying it was needing to deal with all those ender pearls. And now that's not a problem anymore. Because all the ender pearls go straight into the hoppers and get funneled into a very large storage system. While we wait for those guys to stockpile again, how about we go investigate? Well, that's convenience right here. Oh, what are y'all doing? I probably should flood this as well, but I don't know when I will. You could tell they teleported over here because they all go down in one hit. Because if they were fresh spawns, they would have had full health. So at some point, I'll need to prevent them from coming over here. But, as I often say, that's a problem for future me. So let's just skimmy in here real fast. Alright, how are we looking? The first one, not even 2 rows complete. I say that's pretty good. Because those are all the ender pearls I don't need to deal with. Alright, who's next? Ah, see? Step away for a quick minute and look, they all show up. Spam, spam, spam goes the axe. I wonder if it's intentional or not that whenever there's a update to the item, that it refreshes entirely. Because it's never noticeable before when you're digging blocks because the animation for swinging the item, like Haya, for swinging the item when it uses the durability, either overrides it or it's just not noticeable. Mending is one of the only times where you could see the item refresh without breaking a block. Come on, buddy, get down here. Stop staring at the wall. It's not gonna move. Trust me, I tried. I guess he just doesn't care. Anything? Nope. Till I looked at him, he's mad. He just doesn't know how to get to me. That Chewy. Yeah, if I really tried, I could have worked more on Enderman proofing the location. I did better. It's better than what it was when I added all the water, but it's manageable. I might just stop it here, leave the axe, and focus on the pickaxes. Because if I need to go digging, I don't want to spend 45 minutes or an hour working on all this at you. You gonna get mad and teleport over here? Nope, the Endermen just don't care. You look at them, they get angry, and then they just don't move. There he goes. Will still do damage though. And I'm waiting around to see if you are gonna say what the shocking revelation is, or if YouTube said I'm not gonna send that message. Happens before every once in a while. Cannot say why. I also need to double check and see if there's any blocked words I can remove. You were waiting too. Alright, so I'm not the other one who's expecting a follow-up. If you're gonna say you have a shocking revelation, you gotta say what the shocking revelation is. Or else you're just being mean. And yeah. Maybe I'll try to get the pickaxe up to about 2/3 or 3/4 of where it needs to be, and then I'll switch to the other one. So we're looking at 1,000 plus. Maybe you like being mean? Alright, so you intentionally did not send the follow-up message, okay. And so then you have another 500 uses worth. Should say 500 durability, but that's not the same as uses, because with them breaking 3, you get approximately twice as many. Wasn't paying attention that you had responded? I was waiting around for your follow-up message to your shocking realization, and you never said what that shocking realization was, because I was kind of just sitting and waiting to comment, and then it never happened, and so I never made a comment, because I don't know what your shocking revelation is supposed to be. Sometimes I think YouTube likes being mean. Who knows what goes on behind the scenes with how the algorithm sorts stuff. Design elements in common with Tron Legacy. I remember talking about Tron before and how I barely remember, as it has been such a long time since I've seen the movies. Come on, Enderman, keep doing your stuff. I wonder. Probably not. I was gonna say, I wonder if we'll ever get mobs that scare Endermen that they would try to run away from, kind of like creepers. But we already have Endermen wanting to take out Endermites. I don't think there would be another creature they would add. You know what would be nice though, if we had something that could scare zombies. I don't know what would though. Or maybe... Nope, we do have Skelly Bum Repellent. Wolves. Wolves like the bones, and so they scare away... They scare away the Skelly Bums as of... I can't remember what version. Sometime in release. Because originally they would fight like normal, and then at some point, Skelly Bums would start running away from the wolves. Come on, Enderman, get down here. I feel like I was having Enderman problems before. I can't remember if that was this series or my 360 series, where the Enderman would get mad and then just, they wouldn't do anything. I feel like that was on the 360 series. Cursed Mess is a Tron Legacy a cursed mess, because I can't remember in so long. I don't know. What are they talking about? I feel like. Hold on, what was the question? It was. Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy is exactly what he stated. Oh, did we hit it? 1097. Close enough. That's my fortune pickaxe. I'll go up for Silk Touch now. I feel a sneeze coming. I don't know when, but just be prepared. I don't know if I'll be able to pineapple my way out of it. We'll just have to wait and see. Also have stuff to check on. As we sit around and we wait. And then we won't have to wait much longer because we're currently 21 minutes into today. And so hopefully within the next 10 minutes, I'll be back diggy hole because I'm ready to do something that's not this. Is I got distracted. I was working a little bit more on my beta 1.8 world after spending the morning and early afternoon working on the music for my triangle game. And without my surprise, it's a slow process. Making music that sounds good takes a while. Big head guy in original Power Rangers? You talk about Zordon? I think it was Zordon. Zorgon. I watched the 2017 movie recently. I think it's a D. Power Rangers is on my I'll watch eventually list because, I'm gonna have to go for it. One of these days, I'll watch Power Rangers in the entirety. Now that I know I can watch 949 episodes over the span of 97 days, I want to say Power Rangers is only a couple hundred episodes more than that. I thought it was at 1100 last time I remember. Unless I'm totally misremembering and it's only like 700. Well, either way, at some point, I'll watch Power Rangers in its entirety. I was thinking of starting, but then I realized, no, I just finished a very long-winded series. I don't want to start another one so soon. I'd rather watch something short, 12, 13. I'll even take something 24 episodes these days. I remember back when I thought a 27 episode series was long. I changed my mind. 26 episodes. I think I said 27. 26 episodes is not long at all, relatively. I feel like you can take nearly any two stories or series or franchises or whatever, and you'll find similarities. I feel like there's a Vsauce video I watched. I almost think it's called Spooky Coincidences that talked about that, where you can find coincidences and similarities in anything if you tried hard enough. Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever fix the boat problem, where it takes a little bit before the model updates to its proper location. The stories themselves may not have similarities, but its set pieces are, which is what I'm seeing based on how you're describing it. And I'm back here, not at spawn. Good job, maybe the past, making sure to sleep at the campfire and not at my sleeping bag, which I don't know where it is right now. Should still be down there. Even without trying, people will still People totally absent from every other works. After spending enough time, they will create something that will have similarities to another work that already exists based on how people process information. Alright, I think I'll just finish up this side. So what I say, 5223. Let me verify. Because I have the middle 52231. 5223. Oh wait, hold on. Why don't I look back here? 52233. I wonder if I went based on the outside more than the inside. Do we ever really know where our current day interests come from compared to what we liked years ago? Alright, so 1, 2, 3. We start here. And let me... Sure, I guess I'll just start spending Silk Touch durability. I have some current day similarities to what I was into back in the day. A lot of fun, creative stuff, and trains, and video games. I've been playing video games for many years. Cannot say how long though. I haven't thought far enough back. There was a little series. No, maybe it wasn't a series. I think there's a concept, a little group that was put together years ago called Academios. Supposed to be about Minecraft philosophy, run by our very own frequently viewed viewer, frequently shown up viewer Koski. This was years ago, like 2017, 2018. Still have the original group saved somewhere. Don't remember if we ever had a Discord server, but we did have a Discord group chat going on. It was not used very much. I remember there were talks of trying to figure out how far we can go with one TNT cannon. Don't know how much philosophy that's related to. Well, that's one of the things it was at least used for. Don't worry, Nola Trump's still living regular life. Probably. I'll be honest, he hasn't made a video in 2 months. 2 or 3 months. Oh well. So we'll see. He was around for a while. Not as Nolatrum though. But he made a short comeback. I don't know if he'll ever return since he hasn't been active on any of his things. I should hop on his Discord server and see if he's still active since his last video. I feel like as time has passed, he has regretted deleting everything. At least I can only hope so. Since I received the email that said something like, "Nice work with the archive, keep it up," or something like that. So I feel like at some point he regretted wiping all the stuff, but who knows. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever said on here, but yeah, whatever's on the archive is all that's left. Everything on Wayback has already been scrubbed clean, so if it wasn't saved on there, then yes, it's gone. Do I want to dig this up now? Part of me does, part of me doesn't. Hold on. 52233. Oh, this is cut off completely. The archive is alright where it is, but I will say, if I was expecting this to happen, I would have done an entire channel download, since by that point it would have been easy for me to get a little script going and just get all the goods. I say script, but more so, I'm not the one who wrote the script. I just use it. I just use the tool that's capable of downloading entire YouTube channels in best quality. Yes, it has indeed been 5 years. I still think back, March 2020. It was a great time for me. People were finally seeing my lifestyle. I was having a great time. People forced to stay home? Ah, join the club. Now I have people to talk to who aren't at work or school. Griffin, please do not bring your March. I say yours, but it's not yours. Please do not bring the March 19th stuff here. I was looking at it, and to this day, I'm still slightly annoyed at it. Oh well. Yeah, Minecraft 1.0. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. When Subnautica fully released, 1.0 was 6 years old. Yeah, games get old real fast. The longer that time passes, the more you will realize how much has passed. Come on, Stone, give me the goods. We're gonna have to do something about that skylight, since I do not particularly want it. You know what? Here, I'll switch to Fortune now. I feel like I had moderate 2015 to 2019. I was in high school for most of that. High school was alright. Whoop. Alright, so that side's done and wrapped up rather fast. I didn't expect me to get through it so quickly. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe I should do what the picture I saw recently said and catch some Z's. It's so weird seeing that out in public internet, but I gotta remember public internet's probably where I got it from to begin with. Because I can't remember. That's one of those things I started saying during UMP's run, and I don't remember where I got it from. Not entirely. I have a theory. Well, you'd have to look at my. I don't even know if I said it in my splash. My very very lengthy list of splashes used in the resource pack. That I think I said recently passed 1,000 unique splashes on there. Truth be told, though, I may or may not have included 3 or 4 song lyrics. So I will say that did provide a lot of splashes. But like the songs, the lines work so well, so I figured I'll just throw it in. I can already do something with the pumpkin head texture. I just have to change the texture. We've been able to change that pumpkin overlay for a long time. I've thought about changing it maybe to a creeper, but then I'd have to change the pumpkin itself to a creeper. But yeah, I've been able to change the overlay for a long time now in the resource pack. I just haven't felt like doing so. Making custom overlays. If I'm not doing anything with the overlay I have, I don't expect myself to do anything with any other overlays. It's kind of funny. 1.9, I think, added 6 new boss bar textures. It was either 1.8 or 1.9, somewhere around there. I didn't realize that until I was looking at all the textures getting the resource pack updated 1.13. Chances are we'll only ever see 2 or 3 of them But there were, in addition to my regular green to red gradient, I added 6 more gradients on there, and another one, a 7th that Minecraft doesn't use to my knowledge, since that space on the texture was blank, but it happened to fit. Maybe in the future, Minecraft will have 1 more gradient, in which case that slot will end up being used. But anyways, that's all irrelevant because servers use that stuff. Normal gameplay only uses a few of them. You've got the regular pink for the Ender Dragon, purple for the Wither, burnt orange for raids, and there's 4 others that I don't think are used through normal gameplay. They're not for mods, they're just for commands. You can have custom boss bars with commands, have those displayed at the top. Those are usually for server mini games. But hey, at least they're all updated in case anyone else uses a resource pack for what I don't use it for. Multiplayer. Oop. I am missing a block. Good thing I was crouching. I don't play enough 1.14 plus and start raids to hold in long-term memory that the raids have a boss bar. Howdy, Paul. Welcome back. Well, either way, that's another one of the 1.13 changes that I included. It took me a little while because I needed to see how I made the first gradient, because way back when there was only the default pink for the Ender Dragon, and I almost think the Wither used that originally as well, and then eventually the Wither got a separate texture. I had to see how I created it the first time and use that same style, so that way they would all look the same. Howdy, Ryan, welcome back. I use different colors, but the design for the boss bars. Take your spot. Oh, you leaving? You leaving, Griffin? You going to play some Pavlov, right? Of course, totally. Because you have all the time in the world to do so these days. But oops. Insert Pavlov advertisement. Insert Pavlov advertisement here. And leave as well. Alrighty. Thanks for dropping on by. Anyway. I don't know if I'll ever get to Cyberpunk. It's one of those games that I think to myself, would I personally enjoy it? Or would I rather spend my time on other stuff? There's also I have like 150 games in my Steam library I haven't touched. Do I really want to add any more? Some I will add because they've been on my 2 playlist for years. Others are just because I will indeed play them soon. For Steam controller prototype, are you talking about one of the originals? I'm a little sad that I didn't pick up the Steam controller back when it was $5. It was they sold it at 90 or 95% off just to clean out what little inventory they had left. I did pick up the Steam Link though when they did the same thing. I can't remember what game they were giving away with the Steam controller when they had that extreme discount, but I know the game that came with the Steam Link was Icy. That's such a fun game. I really need to play it. Or I should say replay it. It feels like 2D Stanley Parable on a small scale. And if you played Stanley Parable, you can kind of understand the mindset. Oop, I'm getting hungry. Nom 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 nom. I feel like I need to look at your Steam library to know whether or not we have similar tastes. Particularly what you've spent the most hours on versus what I've spent the most hours on. The Just Cause series is up there along with Half-Life and its various mods. I've been kind of wanting to replay Just Cause 3 and or 4 since I've been playing a little bit of 2 again on my PS3. Was that spider gone? I saw the spider walking earlier. Be cool if he despawned. I don't want him here. We'll need to make sure that once this is all dug up, that we head down and pick up the stone. Thankfully, there's a cave right here. Hooray! That means there's less stuff I have to dig. I feel like I still want to have a giant cave on here properly taken over, because I had one on a small scale private server years ago, back when 1.12 was new. I'm really sad the server owner was not smart and did not download any backups of the server, because I was using one of the free hosts where, hey, if you don't use this in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month or whatever, we delete it. And so all that's gone. But I remember how I did it. It was like this big old cavern, medium-sized cavern, and then I added cobblestone all over the place and used different ledges, a lot of verticality. Used also lots of cobblestone stairs and slabs. Very cool, I say. It had oak log pillars. I kinda called it something like my dwarf fortress, since there's a big old cave down there. Anyways, I've been wanting to do something like that on here. I just haven't spent the time on a good area. The conversion to 1.13 ended up being much more of a straightforward process than I thought, which makes me sad because I spent a whole lot of time not succeeding at what I wanted. It ended up being, well, if Minecraft deletes the chunks when you press the optimize button, just use Chunker and that will take care of the rest of them. But you have to know which chunks are deleted first. So for most people who have small worlds, if they just use Chunker to update from 1.12 to 1.13, there's not going to be any problem. But whenever you do that, it makes a copy of the world. And with an 88.5 gigabyte world, I didn't want a copy, I wanted to convert directly. Therefore, I only used Chunker to update the chunks that were going to be deleted. The stone. No, Paul, I did not save the server. It wasn't my server. I wish I did. I should have bugged him more for the world, but oh well. Too late. AI used to write code. In fact, not just AI used to write code. AI in every application is only going to get more intelligent until we hit the point where AI starts looping back on itself. However, that tends to be more trying to replicate something, not produce something new. Oh, here comes the moon. I feel like certain models have started the AI inbreeding, because I've seen something about that recently. I don't know which ones. I don't keep up enough. But there are some instances where it started to happen. And how about I steal all this dirt? Howdy, Koski. I warned you yesterday. Today would be later than yesterday. I don't know what time we'll be at tomorrow, but we'll see. Alright, let me toss all these slime balls because they keep taking up the slot. Philosophical and fearful. I wonder if that's normal for folks. When it gets late for me, I get tired. And my thinking slows down. That's all leather. There we go. Hopefully not nearly 1 a.m. Well, I don't know how many overseas folks I currently have watching. I would expect most of them to be in bed. You appear to not want to do so. Alright, I'm trying to think. Do dolphins get stuck in one block water at all? Because that one, I don't know, maybe not. Alright, well, either way, we're going to keep leaving those dolphins here since I guess it's an ocean or something. Your coursework at 2 in the morning. That doesn't sound fun. I always valued sleep more than getting schoolwork done. No changes. I think I dig this up, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need to finish the torches. I don't yet have the torches completed. Oops, I'm gonna need some stone. Uh-oh. No slime. Canvas is a online tool that educational institutions use to keep track of classes and stuff like that. Alright, I think I'm all set. So I'll probably try to... Oops! Just kidding. You know what I think I need? I think I need a ladder on this backside. Oh, I also need to finish the going up. Alright, one thing at a time. What's that is probably a non-American based similar classwork keep track of programs thing. There's probably a service name for that, and it's not coming to mind. You know, have the same functions, just different name. Slow and crashing for weeks on end. Where was it hosted? Sounds like it had a very, very bad host for the scale it was needed for. And I think this ladder just became slightly useless. Hold on. Because if I go up here, I can't move. Can I go from here? Google stuff. Not even a dedicated teaching application, since Google is many-purpose. I should say multi-purpose. Not dedicated specifically to learning. All this stone. I didn't realize I dug so much. We're getting there. I need to push up this side of the warehouse, but I want to get the torches in place first. I know there's Google Classroom, but that's a service provided by Google. I don't know who Canvas is provided by, but I feel like someone more focused in the field. Alright, let's think. How are the torches? So I have the torches go all the way across the farthest edge, and that iron golem is having a fun time doing a little dance over there. So the farthest edge and the innermost section of the middle three. I feel like I have not yet heard of Infinite Canvas, or Infinite Campus, but I'm pretty sure that'd be something different. Oh wait, do I need to keep that? Hold on. No, I think it needs to be dug up completely. Oh wait, hold on, torches. I'll take the goods, thank you. Alright, let's get back to work. Because once I get these torches in place, then I'll feel less concerned. Wait, Microsoft, hold on, let me read that again. So you're telling me that Microsoft leaked that they had a special deal with you, with your folks? That's kind of funny. And where did my torches go? Do I not have any more? Mistakes were made. Let me go craft another 4 stacks real fast. Don't mind my entity.minecartwritable.name. If you have a deal with IBM, do you get to use any of their quantum computers? I keep talking about this every once in a while. None of those are correct. None of the spellings for deal. I was waiting. It's okay. Even if it takes a few tries, you'll get there. Everyone has typo moments. Come on. Oh, wait, hold on. This one is the path. Hopefully I'll get a refund for some of these torches, since I move them over. I wonder what the school campus got in return for using Microsoft only. Like, what did they get out of the deal? Maybe it was just much cheaper price. Business economics is not something I ever invested time into learning on a high degree. Something for cybersecurity. Ah, that's not fun. Does anybody like learning about cybersecurity? I'm sure there's a certain group of people that like learning about penetration testing. Well, otherwise, not trying to learn quantum code for the quantum computers sounds more interesting to me. Alright, so I said this level. Maybe I'll just wrap up on the outer edge first and then pick up everything on inside first. Or sorry, outer edge first and then the inside. One of these days, I wanted to see what is required for getting access to writing quantum code, and like what is required for using their stuff. I never did look into it. One of these days it'd be cool though, since it feels like I talk about it every several months. But yeah, so far I've only seen one video from a long while ago where someone was trying to make a voxel game using the quantum code. Can't remember how far they got, but it's a totally different mindset. Just an email, so it's accessible to just about everyone. It's a lot more open than I thought it was. I don't know if it'd be limited to like private reservations or something. And I can't believe I'm already back to less than half a stack of torches after making 4 entire stacks. Oops. When you say same as traditional computers, what being the same as traditional? Because it's a totally different mindset. Writing quantum code is a different way to do things. Oop. Okay, jumping while crouching will not help. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, dig that. 1, 2, 3, dig that, dig that. Did I do that right? Do I dig that one? Oh, there we go. So 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. All the coding I know is in concept, not in actual how to write it. Because I've worked on video game development for 9 years. Not at all text-based scripting, since I was having difficulty keeping track of everything. That was all on me. But I understand the concepts, though. I remember back when I was doing my little IT training course, or whatever it was. Hold on, what's the term? Program, there we go. Back when I was doing my IT training program, a small portion of that included software code concepts, and so I remember doing good on that. All right, so let's wrap up over here. What I'm probably going to do is not deal with the ladder at all and just clean this up. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I'll use this cave here to my advantage. So 1 by 2 normalized complex vector operated by gates represented as a 2 by 2 complex normalized matrices. If I saw it in action, I could probably understand. But yes, I do get I believe I get the ideas behind it. It's hard to play Minecraft and visualize the logical operations, though, I will say. Alright, do I want to fix this wall? Nah, I'll just leave it. I'll focus on getting the warehouse itself. And then once this is all done, hooray! Because then I won't have any more to do, and the warehouse will be complete. It's never too late to start learning. I will say that. You just have as long as you have the time availability, you'll probably, or it should be enough to learn. I know there's a lot of stuff where, as long as you dedicate the time. I will say though, some people with some concepts, no matter how much time you give them, they will not understand. But if you already know the realm of coding, then it should be able to be understood at some point. Do you need to start working in July? Are you choosing to start working in July? So much sunlight. Yeah, I gotta fix that. I'll fix it later, but at some point I'll need to remove all the skylight access. I don't think in all my years of learning I've gotten far into quantum mechanics. I feel like though if I were to start fresh, I would pick it up. Quantum computers have been advanced enough at the stage I'm thinking of for a while now. I don't know what sort of breakthrough developments have been out over the past few years, but I do know if IBM is letting regular folks perform some operations on there, then it's gotten rather far. Alright, so I think I'll fill all this in. You know what? I think I'm going to come back here with dirt. All that dirt I acquired, I mean, have a use for. Oh, is this important? Nope. Got another notification. Of course, during stream time. I don't know, truth be told, I don't keep up with scientific discoveries all that often, but that's part of me just not keeping up with any sort of discoveries. The world I live in is rather small. I would like to hope that we don't have a resonance cascade. Sure, some people might like it, but I don't think we need to go at that with a bunch of shotguns. Alright, I needed dirt. That's what it was. I'm in luck. I have plenty of dirt still around here. Alright, hold on. I don't think I need that much. I need to make sure I have inventory slots available. Nom, 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 nom. I don't feel like our universe is boring for the reason of you gotta make your life less boring. Because if the universe was always far more interesting than what we're currently at, if that was all we've known, it would always be the same and it would still be boring. To make stuff less boring, you gotta give meaning. You gotta set your own purpose to stuff. Of course, we're back to philosophy. You called the universe boring, and I was stating. I should say I was sharing my opinion that the universe is not boring if you believe it to not be. Is not boring just a trick of the mind? I want to say when Potatoes said when our universe crossovers, or if our universe were to cross over with another one, then it would be less boring. And I was disagreeing with that. Our universe is not boring as it currently stands. Why do you wish the world was boring? I don't know about y'all, but I've been having a rather, well, I should say there are ups and downs, of course, as with every life lived. But my life I do not consider to be a boring one. I guess part of that is the disconnect from the real world. That way I find my own interests. Video game development. Making YouTube videos. I guess working on music whenever I feel like it. That's not boring to me. I have a great time. Oh, that should be stone. I feel like I could be here for a while. Let me just leave that. Let me leave this, step away, let it turn the grass, think about it again in the future. Alright, here we go. Turn on the news and see why. Oh, I see. You see, that's the sort of news I'm not interested in, though. It doesn't make things boring, it just makes things not fun. Most often, I should say. I wonder if there's any sort of, like, news source that only gives positive-based news. But I feel like that would not be as attention-grabbing. May you live in interesting times. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. Alright, let me just see if there's any dirt here. Nope, alright, cool. I couldn't remember if I covered that up high enough or not, because I need an access point to get across, or else it's gonna be annoying. Alright, I think now we're good. I probably won't have any glass going through the ceiling over. I got going through over here. I'll just leave the windows I currently have. Living in America for me has been an alright experience, as going back to what I've in a similar mindset of the universe. It's been an alright experience as I have made it an alright experience. I will say though, I do not at all represent typical Americans. Year 5 post-pandemic and 6 years of chaos. Any end in sight? Well, you know the old saying how post-war lasts forever. Post-pandemic lasts forever as well. Another slime? I need to make some iron golems down here. I used to have iron golems. I'm pretty sure I had 3 for each warehouse, and then when I made the brand new set back when they all suffocated because they weren't standing on half slabs, I lost them all, and so I never brought new ones back down here. Maybe I'll do that now since I need to finish up. I need 2 doors and another 5 glass. 5 glass, 4 doors. I feel like things will work out in odd ways if given enough time. You could probably say that with most circumstances, but that's not a guarantee. Who knows how many years it could take. Alright, clean that up, grab my glass. Doors! I feel like I used all of them up. Austrian painter. Everyone, I won't say everyone's, I'll say the internet's favorite. Alright, I need to verify whether or not I do have any, otherwise I'll be making another 4 2-hole crafts. I have 1. Oh wait, that's good enough. I'm still kind of sad. Hold on, let's see if this is fixed or not. Oh, I did fix it. Alright, so yeah, we do have custom models for the doors. I also fixed the item. But the oak doors are still only 2D. And I haven't gone around to it. We're not there yet. But at some point, who knows if we will. Those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it. Even those who do know history can also choose to intentionally repeat it. And say it depends on your platform, right? What platform, or I should say your example was Twitter. What was that too? I might have already mentally did the garbage collection because I don't know what that was a response to. Let me pick up my sleeping bag. I still don't know what I'll name the 4th warehouse, but at this point it's all complete. 100% I believe. I have enough torches. Oh, liking the Austrian painter. I said Australian. I see. They're probably 4chan boards as well. I don't use 4chan, but I would not be surprised. I think we're all good now. Other than the warehouse being slightly too short. I got the doors, got the glass. The top. Oh, no. Oh, I made a mistake. Oops. That's not supposed to be stone. Hold on. Just kidding, we're not done yet. How did the conversation get to this point? There's a lot. You could apply that question to a lot of the stream conversations. It's one thing leads to another. Alright, let me grab all that. Alright, let me go. Oh, wait, hold up. Hold on, I don't have the stone for this. Oh, wait, maybe. Maybe if I go around. Perhaps now's the day. The time is nigh where I finally fix this, because I've talked before about how this big chunk border doesn't really look good, and I want to clean it up. I feel like the Crisis of the 70s is something not familiar to me. Hello. Yeah. Farewell, little slimes. Don't come back. Alright, so I had these two. I'm gonna make sure all the windows are complete now. If it's fallen out of favor, what are people these days preferring? Do we know what a normal society is? Up. Achoo! I sneezed so hard, killed the slime. So I'm seeing... Alrighty. Deindustrialized. Created loads of credit. I don't know if I'll ever get back into relearning history, since I feel like I'd pay attention more than in school. Well, one day, perhaps. Pineapple on the Slimes pizza. For all the times I talk about pineapple on pizza, I'm surprised that I think there has only been one or two people who disagreed with me with pineapple being on pizza. Same thing with all the talk of egg prices. Truth be told, I hear people talk about the egg prices, but I have not yet witnessed them. I will say this as someone who has not purchased eggs, though. So it's understandable if I have not witnessed it. Final touch. Alright, so if I have warehouse number 4. I don't know, maybe the square. You see them, do you buy the eggs? Or are you with the people who buy the eggs? I feel like I asked you this question. Oopsies. I missed that jump. Wants to buy chickens? That sounds like a great idea if you want to deal with the upkeep. If your family buys the chickens, though, you better believe you're going to be the one taking care of them. I already feel like, with the family dynamic I've seen. Oop. Alright, so yeah, warehouse number 4. I kind of want to call it the square. Because the square has 4 sides, 4 90-degree angles. Maybe I could call it the tesseract if I remember how to spell tesseract. Alright, signs. There was something I wanted to add to the bounty board, but I can't remember. Power outages. I feel like... No, it wasn't power I was hearing. What was it, oil? Something about Canadian oil. Or at least oil flowing through Canada. Alright, warehouse number 4. How about... You can avoid politics, but I can't avoid you. That sounds about right. Alright, I was right. Because it's a 4-dimensional cube. Wait, is it 2 R's? This says 1 R. Alright, there we go. So yeah, not only is it 4 sides, I should say 4 per face. It's also 4th dimensional. I don't even know if I'll use this, but we're going to hold on to it for now. Even though it does not at all represent trying to create a tesseract in 3D space. Alright, let me, boop, set that back to live. Alright, we did it. I don't think this was on the bounty board, but I feel better now that I have another warehouse ready to go. I feel like there was something I was going to do after this, other than clean up the outer area. Maybe I'll just work on that. Oh yeah, I was also considering lowering the floor. Because I don't know how much I like the water over here, being only 1 block deep. Decisions. I'll start tearing down the wall before I make the lake better. Alright, so the question is, how exactly do I want to organize this and still have it look good? Let me grab some logs, grab some planks, put away the stone since I'm about to pick a bunch of it up. Switch back to cobble. So that's the something you have seen. I don't know if you were talking like, I have seen the price of this go up, or I've seen less of this, or something like that. One thing I've heard in regards to what you stated, Koski, one thing I've heard, or I won't say heard, I guess I will say heard or read or whatever equivalent. The internet, what you see online is a poor visual for the real world and real world averages of what people are like. And so you could say you've seen people go one way when online, but that's not going to represent that's not going to thoroughly represent what it's like out in the real world and what the majority of people are doing. And I think I might need some water because I'm going to have to fix that. Sprint! Oh wait, can't sprint, I'm too hungry. Alright, so over here, yeah, I'll lower this just a little bit. I might keep it flat here, but I do want to push this back some. I don't know what I'll do with this slope face. I want to focus on this section. I feel like both are indeed overused if you're spending enough time online. Yeah, I think we're all good. Let's see, how much do I have over here? Because if I could just flatten this entire mini monolith. Oh man, there's more warehouse. Whoops. Some people like the whole left versus right argument. There are people, I've witnessed one person in particular that I know, then he kind of stopped. I'll tell that story soon. But there's one person I know who is all into political arguments and whatnot. And then one day he said the most profound thing. I stopped doing that because I realized you can't make friends that way. It took him a few years, but he learned eventually. Alright, so yeah, I'll just start shaving this down layer by layer and try to make some sort of natural mountain out of this. I'll leave the rails for now, and that's where the wood comes in. Alright, what do we have? Another 40 minutes. Sun's going down. We'll need to catch some Z's. I'll probably throw up the sleeping bag over here. Talk to people without insulting them. I feel like there's a lot of people who haven't learned that yet. You are into politics. Personally, I'm not. I don't care enough. Perhaps that's why. I'm more apathetic. Oh yeah, what if I... Oops. Brought this over here. Let's catch some Z's and not deal with bad guys. Wait, hold on. I didn't realize you could put beds like this. And why can I sleep even though the slime is here? Ah, how dare you. I remember the whole left twigs versus right twigs, but I don't remember if it was supposed to be some sort of commentary in politics. I thought it was supposed to be some sort of publicity stunt or PR thing. Probably not a pre-1 bug because this feels so small that it would never be thought of. We'll just have to wait and see. I'll still need to fix that water though. Next time I'm back at the warehouse. Yeah, next time I'm back at the warehouse, I need to make sure to pick up a water bucket. The right problems with the wrong solutions. That's an interesting way. Interesting ideology there. I told you about that sneeze. I feel it coming back. I'm feeling it. Oh wait, hold on. What if I just use dirt here? Because if I turn this into the shoreline... No, because I still want to push this whole area back. Like, what if I started maybe here? If I had the dirt extend to there, and then I start curving this inward. Alright, there we go. I'll need to turn more of this stone into dirt, but that'll be after I get this place down. So what I'm probably going to do is wrap up the fixing the monorail real fast. I think I'll keep it up here as far as I can. I'd probably also agree in that liberalism has times where it's most effective. That's part of me saying as well, though, that is there not a time for everything at some point? Alright, so this is 43. This one's 41. 2 block difference. I'll probably have it lower then. Probably should have kept track of where I put the torches, but oh well. Oop, hold up. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna really hope that this uses an even number of planks. There we go. Might look a little odd, but hopefully I'll do something with it later. And it looks like I was incorrect about the planks. Can't fix it now, I don't think. Oh well. Alright, back to digging. Ganondorf runs for president? That sounds like a such a interesting take. Think about an entire little coming up with a little Democratic side story. Like everyone votes. Who would he be going up against? Would there be one or more other candidates he was running against? With the amount of misinformation around these days, I'm not at all surprised that many people are. Alright, how low? Oops, guess I'm digging that one. How low do I want this to be? Maybe bring this back a little bit more and then have it like 3. I'll turn this into dirt as well. It's gonna be nice though because once I just boop that, look, now I have access again. Because this has been sealed off ever since I built the mansion. But this was such a cool mansion, I just dealt with it. Overinformed? Oopsies. Another cave. Hello. Overinformed. Interesting. Can't say I've thought of that before. Information everywhere. I think people have said before in the past decade, decade and a half or whatever, that we live in the age of information. With the rise of the internet and how accessible anything is online, we've entered the age of information. Can't remember who started that term. Someone within the past 20-something years. 20-ish. I know you're hopelessly obsessed, because you keep bringing it up on here, on a stream that's completely unrelated. Save for the mention of Nullitrum, which happens every so often. You see, whenever I get fully, utterly, and hopelessly obsessed, I always don't involve people, because I don't expect other people to be interested. Thankfully, nothing up is taking up all my mental time right now. Other than my game, but that's because I want to get it done. Toss the cobble, toss the iron. Water buck is what I said I needed. I just need to find my buckets to begin with. There we go. I wonder... Nah, never mind. There was an AI, however long ago. Can't remember at what time, can't remember what it was called. Really can't remember any sort of details about it. But I remember seeing at some point, there was mention of an AI that I want to say was turned on. This was a while back. It was turned on for a short while. And then very soon, it started spreading a whole bunch of information not deemed correct. 3, I guess I'll just use the regular torch. And then it was shut off, never turned on again. Can't remember what model it was, can't remember what it was called. This was a while back. And it looks like I'm going to need multiple logs. Or I should say multiple points, because if I have 3 here, I need another 3 here. It might have been Tay. That might have been what I was thinking of. Because I saw something about it recently reminding me of the incident. Anyways, point being, there's some sort of connection there in what you said about AI being undetectable, spreading misinformation. And I think I kind of lost the point somewhere in there. There's a connection, you just might have to make it yourself. I'll take that torch, thank you. We're gonna hope that stays powered enough. Is it disinformation if the AI is not self-aware? Well, here's the question. Was the AI self-aware? Oh, pineapple. I feel it. I keep feeling the tickle every now and again for that sneeze I keep warning y'all about. Alright, so for this, I cannot fix this without having any flooding going on. Unless, nah, I don't think I'll be fast enough. So, I'll focus on here. What did I say, 3 blocks, right? And then this is gonna be pushed inward even more. Let's fix all that water, thank you. I feel it. These may or may not attack before the end of the stream. We'll just wait and see. But otherwise, I'm trying to visualize how I want the shape to look. And I wonder if I'll just make it a giant curve. How far do I need to clean up, though? Part of me did like having this here, but at the same time, it really didn't go well with the terrain. Oh wait, hold on. Maybe I think I might know what I'll do. What if I connected it with this backside? If I carved all of this up, what if I made sort of like an angle here? So if I did all of this, bringing it over, that way the water on the front will connect with the water here. There we go. That way I don't have to just turn this giant wall into something that's not a giant wall. There we go. I didn't realize these water sources were so close. Having the building here, having the big old mansion block this off, I completely forgot what it was like here. I thought about recently looking back at a old backup for UMP, like early alpha maybe, or infdev, just to see what the world looked like. I never did it, but it would be rather interesting, or maybe even rewatch an old episode. Rewatch another old episode where I was walking around in Devia Plateau back when I was still building City Hall. Did I lose a dirt? Did you see it not drop one? 8D audio is audio coming from 8 directions. How much you can believe that through stereo speakers is up to you. But you'll also start seeing stuff like, people advertising 2000D or 8000D. At that point, can you even tell the difference? Me as a human probably cannot tell 8,000 different directions, 8,000 precise directions audio is coming from. So basically, if you were to give it a listen, if it's like a song, what it's gonna sound like is the music circling all around you. It goes round and round and round and round. I'm not a big fan of audio like that. But this one music playlist I keep track of adds it every so often. And so it just feels weird having music spinning around my head because I like when my music is coming from a consistent direction. I will say though, I'm a big fan of, surround sound. And so I like when stuff is spread very far. Not making joke there. We'll talk about butter. I like butter on bread. But I like when my audio is spread across the 5 different, or I should say 6 different channels, since it's usually the 5 main ones plus 0.1 for the LFE or sub. Anyways, that's not the same because that audio is usually consistent with where it's coming from, whereas 8D or any audio advertised as multi-directional, when it's coming out of a standard stereo setup, I'm not a fan of it. Alright, I think I'll try to get rid of all this stone as well and replace it with dirt. Thinking back to my beta 1.8 world, I was working with water on there, and I need to remember water will not fix itself in source blocks like this, so I need to make sure that whenever I get water, That's from a proper area. I feel like I've heard Blue Monday before, but nothing is coming to mind. There is no audio attached to that data. Oh, let's not run out of oxygen. And I kind of feel like I should carve this back even more. Who was Blue Monday by? Because I almost feel like back when I was listening to music through YouTube Music, that was recommended to me, but I never clicked on it. All these people listening to Spotify, Apple Music. Is Pandora still around? Probably. Bandcamp, even. Nah, I had a YouTube Music era. That lasted for a while because I got tired of whatever music was being played on YouTube itself, so I switched over to YouTube Music to get music as the next results. That worked out better. Listen to some good tunes. New order. I'd probably have to hear it to recognize it. Oops. Let me keep on going. I need to clean out my inventory. Oh wait, hold on. Swim. I feel like games can always have improvements when it comes to speed and stuff. At some point, you're gonna get visual quality that's nearly identical to the real world. But then what? How can you pass the real world? At that point, it's beyond real life. But when it comes to speed and whatnot, as technology advances, I think that's where games will find the most advantage. Of course, with better computers will always come games that require or that have higher resource demands. But oh well. The ever battle. But it means that games, or I should say computers far in the future, will play old games, much better. As long as there's no incompatibility problems. I'm going zoom. Thanks for the speed boost, Dolphin, even though this is such a small area to do it on. VR. Getting VR improvements. At some point, you're not going to think about being in the VR game. You'll kind of forget about it. Whoop. Oopsies, I didn't mean to flood that. I feel like if we surpass the real world, if we were to use virtual environments for this, surpassing the real world, I feel there will be people who would prefer it over the real world. Because at that point, if it looks and feels the same, but you can create a world entirely your own, is that not where you would rather spend your life? Sure, I'm sure there are people, playing VR for many hours a day these days just to get away from the real world. But we don't have infinite power yet, and people will get tired, fall asleep. Don't know how many people have slept in VR, but or I should say not all, several points of a VR setup will be wireless and therefore not have infinite battery. I kind of remember the metaverse. I can't remember how far that got, though. I barely remember those advertisements. An AI-generated world kind of sounds like something from Boneworks and Bone Lab. Computer program worked as a drug. I feel like I've heard something similar. That concept used in other stories. Augmented humans, cybernetics and whatnot. being able to add to what we perceive, add to our regular natural perception. Oops, our various senses. I don't know how far we've gotten there yet, but I feel like that will also be on the rise one day. Little computer programs that can make you smell and see things. Oop, I'm running low on space. That's you. Alright, yeah, all this stone I'll need to clean up, but I think I'd rather get the overall shape finished. I'm making good progress. I do like how this is looking so far, but I might have shaved back a little bit too much dirt. Now, if you're talking about procedural generation, I feel like that would feel most natural to us humans when we interact with it. Also goes to like training models and whatnot. Since not every AI functions the same, since every AI needs to be trained. AI, the literal definition, that's not true, not even literal definition. AI, what it stands for is artificial intelligence. If it's artificial intelligence, it's unlikely to ever be real intelligence. As far as we know, and then that's a whole other discussion there. But otherwise, that's kind of where it comes down to. Trying to create something that is intelligent, like other sentient beings, i.e., humans, but not through standard biological means of reproduction. AI may be a buzzword, but it's a type of technology I'm at least interested in. I just realized, did Koski go to sleep? I feel like he did. It's been a while. He said compilation episode time in his last thing. Oops, let's bring that in. Alright, back to work. So, all this stone... I have a pretty good shape here, but I do think I might have gone a little bit too far. I want to bring this in more, but we'll see how far this way I can go before it starts being a problem. Ultimate, oh, UMP means Ultimate Minecraft Philosophy. I know you said Ultimate Minecraft Philosophy earlier, but I didn't realize you said UMP means that. Now I understand better. At some points it is. Or at other points, no one else is here, so I kind of just ramble about, the burrito I had for lunch. Since I don't know what else to talk about during times where people are absent. Or about how I haven't taken the time to make dedicated stream music. I'm pretty sure Bean of the Soy offered his tunes that I could use as background noise. And then I think I respectfully declined his offer. One of these days, perhaps there will be dedicated Zelda tunes. One thing I've wanted, I never did it because I didn't solve the hosting problem, but one thing I wanted to do a long while ago was have sort of like a Zelanator radio. It would be just a regular online service of sorts, and it would have 24/7 music. And so I could just load up whatever music I want in there, and then it would play in any sort of order, or lack of order if I design it that way. Recent graphic cards drops? When you say drops, are you saying being released? Because I'll be honest, I haven't kept up with anything since the 30 series for NVIDIA. I have no idea what the 50 series has been up to other than I saw one or two posts about having power issues, melting the power connector, the regular PCIe power. Yeah, I feel like this has to go, but right here's a problem. I don't know if I'll ever get around to investing in AMD stuff due to, I think back to Minecraft, old Minecraft, and its incompatibilities. Alright, how do I want to do this? Because a total right angle doesn't look good. As someone who likes things to be on neat and tidy, I don't know how much it would be fine for me. Didn't you, oh wait, hold on, depends. Because Betacraft might be smart. There was a mod that was for many old versions of Minecraft that half of a kebab made, and it was a bit depth buffer fixed that fixed things like clouds and maybe ice. I don't know what sort of AI applications have been used within Minecraft. I know people have made videos like Minecraft AI did this, Minecraft AI walked to the world border, and I haven't kept up with stuff like that since I feel like those videos will not be. I'm not the target audience for them. Yeah, I've tried base version. When you say base version, does that involve Betacraft? I was trying to play InfDev using the vanilla launcher the other day, and I got black screened after 7 seconds every time. Don't quote me on the 7 seconds part, but whenever I would move the camera, it'd black screen. Multi-MC. I can't tell if multi-MC has gotten smarter with old versions as time passed or not. I feel like no. I need to file a complaint about sounds not playing for 1.13. I filed one complaint, no one heard me. Sad times. But some point I'm gonna need to file a louder complaint about not having sounds in certain release versions. I just need to keep playing to know which versions are affected. Going to the Farlands in AI Minecraft, I thought you were talking about AI's play in the game. Because that was the video topic I was thinking of. And I'm committing to this now, because if I don't, I'm just going to keep sliding this over, and then I'll never get to where I want to be. Oops. Alright, there we go. So this is it. This is the shoreline. I just have to make this look better. Howdy, Henry. Welcome to the last 13 minutes of today. I was thinking about playing the little Oasis program again, because I was thinking about my recent videos and how I kind of wanted to jump back on there, see what's new, if anything. I haven't done so. It's still up and running, right? It's still publicly available to hop on, start a little 5-minute session again. Can't remember if there's a way to pay for longer. I wouldn't pay for it. I don't think I would invest money into Oasis. Well, if they did support that, that'd be rather interesting. Sure, the project itself wasn't free to develop. Alright, maybe I'll just say sorry to this gravel and cover it up. Otherwise, if I really wanted, I could dig it up. Because I want to extend this, make it a little more curved. Alright, I guess I'm digging up the gravel. I decided for me. Some days I wonder how people can be indecisive. Uh-oh! Oopsies. Oh no, I done goofed. I was gonna say, I wonder how some people can be indecisive at some point, because it really comes down to just pick one. If you don't know, flip a coin. Do you know how many times I flipped coins to make a decision for me? I don't know how many times, but it's been several. Enough times for me remembering that, hey, sometimes I just flip a coin to decide. When it comes to bigger decisions, I don't know if you should flip coins for that, though. You could do it like they did thousands of years ago and cast lots. But, maybe you want to feel more modern, throw dice instead. That's close enough. A lot of people. That's not true. I heard that a lot of people were talking about thirst being added to Minecraft. I'm not gonna have any opinion because I feel like that's unlikely to be the case, since there's a lot of people making arguments about the hunger implementation. Would Mojang really add thirst? If Mojang was smart enough, they would not. And am I missing a torch? I could like bring this over a little bit more, because if I push this one back, I can push this one back. Oh, maybe not that far. There we go. Now I'm back to an even number. Got to keep things bright. When you say have one in UMP Part 5, have what in Part 5? Are you talking about the thirst meter? Because I'm going to hold on to my doubts. And whoever said, I want to say it was Zeb, talking about going back to regular snapshots. I'm pretty sure that was Zeb who said that yesterday or the day before. Liar! I checked the most recent version. It's pre-release 3. So there's another new pre-release. Thirst bar opinions? Oh. I'm still gonna hold on that it's unlikely. This is gonna be a hill that I die on until the floods come and sweep me off the hill. So, until then, I'm gonna stay on this hill, believing that it's not gonna happen. And where are my slime balls? You know what I should do? I should just read the signs. That'll be better. I remember when I started part 4, after not playing on here for 2.5 years, or a year and a half, however long it took, can't remember exactly. That was already a long time ago since I started part 4, or I started part 4. What was it, 7, 8 months already? Anyways, not important. So I remember back when I started part 4, I completely forgot where all my blocks and items were in here. I didn't know where anything was. I had to double check the signs over and over again. Oh, that's looking so much better. I probably shouldn't have put away all that dirt though. But yeah, I feel like by the time I finish part 4, I'm going to remember where everything is again. And then time's going to pass and we'll get to part 5, and I'll think to myself, oops, how do I craft this again? So said in the little wood. Y'all remember when he made Minecraft songs? Those were the days. He made Minecraft songs with Yogscast, other Yogscast folks. I barely watched any Yogscast, but you better believe I remember some of their songs. Alright, how about I'll take the easy route and just do that. There we go. So just like how we have the top part here, now I have all of this. So I'll sort of bring this over. Minecraft won't add inches to you? I have no idea what you're talking about. I only know in the Littlewood for Martin, real world name. He appeared in 1 or 2 of the Minecon Earths / Minecon Lives / whatever you want to call it. MCL. Nope, can't say MCL. I claim that. Minecraft Legacy. Boom. Anyone asks. Anyways, no, he worked on several Minecraft songs. There was Formed This Way. How do I craft this again? Screw the Nether. What other songs did he partake in? Yogscast made several other songs. Martin was in a few of them. You're gonna have to come up with a synonym because I still don't know what you're talking about. So either A, I have no idea what you're talking about, or B, I can't figure out what the word is that you're trying to say that YouTube doesn't like. When the DS released, it used touching is good. Who approved of that? Oh well. Will we ever know? Was it a mistranslation or was it something an entirely different slogan? There we go. Oh, that looks much better. Man, this was a great idea. Pat self on back. Insert Obama meme here, giving himself a medal. If that was an intentional translation, then that means the original and the English translated version were both approved. Num num num. One of these days, I don't know how many times I say this, but it'd be cool if one of these days I picked up more DS games that I remember seeing folks use back on the elementary school playground, back in not summer camp, not summer school, summer daycare, there we go. Back in summer daycare when my age was still in the single digits, many, many years ago. It'd be cool if I could pick up some DS games I used to know that people played back then. One of them was Mario Kart 7. I want to get around to it because I've played several other Mario Karts and I feel like it started to become a mission to play as many as I can. And so don't know how many I'll get to, but I would like to get to Mario Kart 7 for the DS. Other than that, Thrillville. Thrillville had a DS game as well. I'd like to play that as well at some point. It's TikTok 1900 o'clock. Fadoops. Going back to the start of the stream. But OBS still says I have another 2.5 minutes because I was getting my granola bar. Market the system toward older audiences. Did they think that was gonna help? Yeah, maybe if I just boop boop. I don't know how much more is down here. Oh, is that it? Oh, do I not have any more problems? Oops. TikTok bad, Instagram Reels good. You can hear the disappointment. Hopefully I made that audible enough. If not, I will tell you. Disappointment in both. What do you mean TikTok wants to colonize YouTube Shorts? Last time I remember, YouTube Shorts came about because of the popularity of TikTok. Am I not remembering history correctly? I know this was recent, relatively. I thought that's why YouTube was pushing Shorts so much. Because people realized, wow, people really don't have attention spans longer than a minute these days. And so that's why YouTube implemented the whole short system. And annoying. I've heard big YouTubers, one or two, talk about how their YouTube representative or whoever was trying to really get them to make shorts and whatnot. Make more shorts, make more shorts. And so it kind of came down to, they didn't want to because most of the content they created was long form. However, shorts was kind of effective at getting people interested in potentially interested in longer content if you gave them like snippets of it. However, the people who go through many short videos are not the same type of people who will sit down and listen to long form content. So was a little bit effective in getting views and whatnot, but not so much in keeping the proper audience you wanted. Since up until that point, YouTube was primarily longer form, like not minute or less, like a fish. Was that supposed to be an attention span joke? Like people having the attention span of a goldfish, or are you talking about the fish over here swimming around? Got a cold. Oh, that's not fun. All right, let's see what we're at. All right, now we are indeed past the time. So yeah, say your final thoughts now. Yeah, I think this is an ocean biome. That's why they're spawning. I have a fair amount of ocean here, just like the swamp. So yeah, say your final thoughts now, and you'll get to enjoy the dolphins and the fish later, and probably squid at some point. I can't remember what Y range squid spawn at, but we're probably around there. So maybe at some point, if the water's deep enough, we'll get squid as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. And tomorrow is probably going to be another late day. Hopefully not as late as today, though. We'll see how long it takes because we only have 1 or 2 more days left of bathroom remodeling. Party potato. Thank you all for watching. Bye.